If you have a historic home that you're considering selling, there are some tips that you should be aware of. And that's the focus of this week's episode of Selling with Shannon. I'm Shannon with the Shannon Jones Team at Keller Williams Realty in Long Beach, California. So Long Beach has a number of older historic homes and a lot of historic districts. So if you live in Long Beach, chances are you may have an older home and maybe even a historically significant home. So what do you need to know? Well, the first thing is know your numbers and the home's history. Know when it was built and when there were any substantial additions or modifications, and if there was anyone notable who owned the home or who built the home. Those can be things that can be very appealing and interesting to a buyer and that you may want to incorporate into the marketing. The next thing is to really highlight and focus on the home's charm while still making updates and perhaps staging that will appeal to a modern buyer. Buyers want to be able to appreciate the character and charm and history of the home, but envision themselves living there. So there is an art to blending the historic and modern details in the home when you're preparing it for sale. Specifically, if you're updating kitchens and bathrooms, make sure that those blend seamlessly with the style, but have the luxuries and amenities that people expect in a home today. All right, the next thing is you want to be aware of and disclose any restrictions if the home is either a historic landmark or if it's in a historic district. Don't let that be a surprise to a buyer when they get under contract. Also, be aware of any issues with the home and know that if you have condition issues with the roof or foundation or plumbing or electrical, that a buyer will discover those probably in a home inspection. And in our market today, they're going to expect and request that you either repair or credit or adjust the price for those. So just factor that into your planning and talk to your real estate agent about that. And that is my final note, is to hire the right real estate agent. You want someone who really knows your area, who is very familiar with and comfortable with historic homes and with navigating that whole inspection, repair, request process that can come with selling an older home. If you have any questions about the selling process, please let us know, and I'll make sure to include a link to our latest home sellers guide. Lots of great information in general about selling your home in that. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to check out the other videos in our Selling with Shannon series and consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching and have a great day.